MP, how you feeling?
We'll be doing a giveaway in our next home game. The first 15,000 fans will get the very own calendar of your Nets mascot.
Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA Cup. We're excited to bring it to you. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. Things stacking up nicely for them so far. #1 in their conference and looking formidable. And checking out Charlotte, just need to keep fighting.
You know, for the Hornets, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that path.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Paul and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And for the Nets, we've got Michael Porter. Torrey out there with MP. Then there's Sharp, and it's Minot in at the power forward position. Here's Miller. No good with the triple. And one of these teams tonight will be moving on to the NBA Cup semifinals on the Eastern Conference side. The other will be out.
And we've been looking forward to this for a while. It's when we get to see how much fun this tournament is. It's do or die time, and there are no second chances in the NBA Cup.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
Back to ball. Can they get it? Porter pulls it in. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And here's MP from outside. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now.
They have been rolling. That's their first miss of the game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Jordi Fernandez for a minute. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Drills it from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Ball passes to Miller. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Good on the bucket. MP's got 13 now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Down low.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant, Clark.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Bridges. Salon comes in for Miller. Inside. And Ball throws it down.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
Count it. 18 points for him.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Knipple. And here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. That shot, no good. Nets leading by 12. And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Salon. Pass to Knipple. The shot's good.
Yeah, don't think Knipple relies only on spot-up shooting. He can surprise you with some moves off the dribble.
MP outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Hornets trail by 16. Pass to Knipple. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. Knipple's got 5 points. Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that type of injury is always worrisome. Hopefully, he's okay.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
And Charlotte making a change here. Miller's checked in. Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Mann comes in for LaMelo Ball. Miller against MP. Miller outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Brooklyn out in front, up by 16. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
MP is out there with Dimon. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Minot in at the four-man position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, B.A. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Mann. Miller outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Pure from three-point range. Ball's got 7 points.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling from?
BA, I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer. Just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
Ball outside. Outside, Williams. Pass to Miller. The kick out to Ball. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
From deep, MP. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Back to Ball. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Williams against MP. Count it. ABC's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Miller. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
This is where Miller relies on his moxie and agility inside the paint.
ABC. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Brandon Miller.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Pass to Bridges. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Brooklyn has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Good on the shot.
MP squeezing all that juice he can get out of that arm. What a night he's had.
Now here's Bridges. Offline with a 3. Pass to MP. From deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
3-pointer, Bridges. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Big time matching 3 by Bridges.
The Nets have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Ball, and he drives in, and Ball throws it down.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Nets out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First,
and you know, for that matchup with the Heat, they have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Brooklyn Nets.
While it's been a stampede in transition, they'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
A moment here for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hornets head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. The recovery time is still up in the air, but guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the hardest part about this situation is just not knowing. At least we have a bit more clarity now.
Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the center position. Ball left side. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. He's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Knipple. Ball taking his time here. And here's Miller. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Guys, back over to you.
It's a beautiful thing. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at the Pistons. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for Brooklyn, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller. Miller's got 11 points.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing. But the defense was ready for it.
Ball left side. Launches a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. MP left side. Another one falls. Amazing.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Ball. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Clowney, he's checked in for Minot, and Williams is subbed in for Porter Jr. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Pass to Diabate. There's Ball with a 3. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had 1 since.
From deep, MP. Yet another bucket.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. Here's Knipple. Back to Ball. 4-3. Clowney pulls it in. The Nets have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
Up top Ball. 16 points for him. He gets it in there.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Nets have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Fires from deep, and the Nets another 3.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
Miller outside. Pass to Diabate. Ball outside. Basket's good. Ball's got 11 points here in the second half.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And here's Ball. Give him 20. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Ball. And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. He put up a jaw-dropping number of three-pointers. An exceptional single-quarter performance. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along.
So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
Now over to Dominic Hamill.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight. Help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
Yeah, it's all about reps. A good night scoring gives you confidence going into the next game. A win like this gives the team confidence going into the game after. Keep stacking those wins up, and you've got an all-NBA scorer and a championship contender. That's a good situation to be in, and I like that we're here right now.
Great. Thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, always appreciate it.
Brian, back to you.
Thanks, Dom. Thank you for...